and welcome back. I know it's a new set. That's besides the point. So, this is part insert number, because I forgot what part this is, with everything that has happened with my Plex box. The last video, I sort of left at a cliffhanger because, to be honest, that's where I stopped recording. Because after that, what ended up happening was there was a glitch with one of the drives that was okay. Hello everyone and welcome back. Yes, I know it's a new set. We're going to try this out for a couple of videos and see how I like it. So, this first part, we're going to be talking about what happened with my Plex. Because in the last video I left everyone off with a cliffhanger with everything that happened. What ended up happening was I stopped recording after that because DriveBender said it was going to take a couple of days to... Actually, no, DriveBender said it was going to take about 12 hours to do. So, you know, I let that do the first drive. It did it fine. And then what ended up happening was I started doing the second drive, and I guess there was a glitch throughout the night or whatever. And it went okay. Everything was there. Then the same thing happened. Well, then, you know, 3 more drives, everything went fine. Then what ended up happening was this. A couple of days later, I was getting ready to start recording, and as I was about to hit record, the drive pool went offline. I was like, alright, that's whatever. DriveBender, DriveBender? Whatever which one it was, DriveBender or DriveBender. It does that once in a while because it's a Windows piece of software. So, alright, let me just restart the pool. It was saying it was missing one of the drives. So, I get on the phone with a good buddy of mine that knows all this stuff like the back of his hand. And his response was, alright, let's open up the machine. Let's start unplugging drives and plugging them in one by one and making sure that the power supply can handle that many drives. Because at that time I had 4 10s and I think 5 6s, because I was in the middle of doing data transfer. So I was like, whatever, let me just do one by one, and then I'll have 2 6s at the end of that to replace with 10s, which I ended up doing, but that's besides the point. So what ended up happening was, you know, I let him do his thing, then I get a message back saying, yeah, that drive's dead. You should start you should contact that seller and ask him for a new drive, because the company that I bought it off of I believe they offer a 5-year warranty. So, you know, you open up a case with them on Amazon and big whoop, it's all good. You can do it. So that all happened. In the process of all that, I had a 6 terabyte drive. I lost that drive. So in the process of, I would like to say, a day, I lost 2 drives in my DriveBender pool. So essentially I lost everything, but what ended up happening was this. Yes, I lost everything, but no, I didn't lose everything because of the way DriveBender does their pooling software. Everything was technically on those drives, but it wasn't on those drives. So what ended up happening was, since I made my NAS, my buddy talked me into doing Unraid. Well, actually, he didn't talk me into it. I talked him into allowing me to do Unraid. But I digress. That's a whole nother conversation. So what ended up happening was I switched to Unraid. And that was, yeah, that was a grueling couple of days because I essentially wiped everything, put everything on those 410s. In the process of those 410s, I ended up buying 4 more 10s. No, I had 40 terabytes in 10s. Now I have 70 with another one on the way. Yeah, I ended up buying 4 more 10s in the process of the matter of a month. So, but that's just to catch you up a little bit on what's going on now. Now what's happening is I went on the Facebooks, on Facebook Marketplace, because I was like, why not? Let me see if I can find a good deal on hardware. Meet new Moon Knight. Yes, I know I just essentially upgraded my Plex, which is what I call Moon Knight. So essentially, the first version of it with Windows was new Moon Knight. No, it was Moon Knight. Unraid was new Moon Knight. So I guess this is new Moon Knight, because it's a processor upgrade and RAM upgrade, and actually a whole new. This is 7th gen compared to what is in my Plex currently, which is 4th gen. So this is a 7th gen 7700K, I'd like to say, and it has 32 gigs of RAM that in the future I'll upgrade to 64, so I'll add another 64 gig kit. And yeah, so I'm going to bring Moon Knight onto the bench, well, onto this workstation here, get it shut down. We're going to put everything on this board and boot it back up and essentially do another upgrade to Moon Knight, even though I just did a video upgrading Moon Knight. Yeah, it's all the fun. So let me go get started in doing that. I did all the building off camera because, you know, figured you didn't need to see or hear chipmunk me again. Yeah, motherboard's in. My 1070 is in here for now. 2.5 gig card, and the HBA, 32 gigs of RAM. Blah blah blah. So I'm gonna put the drives back in it and throw it in the rack and show you what it looks like in Plex. Whatever it is, Unraid, Plex, they all do the same thing. Give me back my drives. There we go. Oh boy. There. I'm gonna put that down before I walk over there. That's not good. New Moon Knight is back in the rack. So let's go and log into it for the first time with the new hardware and see if everything see if everything's there. So here's the login screen for Unraid. Log in. Yep, the cache drive is there, which I really should upgrade. The 10 terabyte drives are there. And let's see if everything started that I wanted to start on boot. Yep, Plex started. My Plex data thing. Yeah, everything's there. And as you see, the CPU that I added was the 7700K at 4.20 gigahertz that it's clocked at. It's the same number of cores that I had previously, which was the 4790. But the difference is this is 7th gen, that was 4th gen, so essentially 3 to 4 gens newer. The GPU internal GPU, not internal, the integrated GPU is also a lot newer, so I could use that for Plex or use that for whatever I want to use it for, because it'll support H.264, H.265. And I'm going to correct myself here. It's a 1060, not a 1070. I don't know why I said a 1070 in the last clip, but yeah. That's so everything's working. That's good. Yeah, that's really about it. This has to be the smoothest upgrade I've ever done. A lot smoother than the last time I did an upgrade with this box. Yeah. That was a weird video, huh? If you want to see more, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Because supposedly that bell does something. I don't know. Only you know. YouTube algorithm nonsense, whatever. I don't know. So, like I said before, remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more, click on one of these videos.